Oh, I love that intro.
Welcome to He-Maniacs Live. We are all He-Maniacs. You got your regular hosts, Mike and AJ. We're obviously missing a guy. He's going to be late. He needs
Yeah,
to finish up.
work called apparently, and you know
Hmm.
we
I
have
heard. I heard he's doing a Thundercats stream, and he had to finish that up. That's what I heard.
a Thundercat
He's
stream. That's usually on Thursday afternoons later tonight.
Jay said something like Lino rules and He-Man rules, and so
Man,
Jay will be here, but to me and Mikey, He-Man comes first.
that's right.
Yep. And welcome to all the He-Maniacs out there. We're going to be discussing Masters of the Universe news, like we do every time we're on here. And we're going to do it in the geekiest way possible. And today we got a lot to cover, but let's say hello to everyone in the chat, Mikey, at first. And see how the gang is going. Starting with, of course, Warren says hi, Jay and the gang.
Oh
Except
my
Jay's
goodness.
not here, Warren. So this time it's two Josies, me and Mike, no pussycats.
No pussycats. Yeah, it's just the backup, guys. I'm sorry.
It's just the backup singers.
Y'all came for the backup singers today.
Yep. Hey, Eugenius. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys for all the work you put into the fandom and for trying to pronounce my name. Masters of the Universe Classic. Our friend Stephen Collin is here just waiting on Mick. Laugh out loud. I thought I wasn't Mick, so I'm Steve there, Mikey.
Yeah, you're Steve.
Did you watch that show like you were supposed to, Mikey?
No, of course not.
No.
I don't have time.
Okay.
He's gonna show up to Motuniverse if he's going, and he'd be like, dude, sit you down, watch that damn show.
Maybe next week he will do his homework. The House of Shakoti's in the house. Howdy, fellas. Good to see you. Warren again. Hi, AJ and Mike just got Stonedar and new multibot. Nice.
Yeah, I got mine. I haven't even got around to him. He's sitting over in his box back behind my computer. Man, I got to open up my Stonedar.
You know, I'm a big fan of the Rock people. Actually, in the comic, they were referred to as the Comet people, not the Rock people.
So they are supposed to be comets, yeah.
Yep. Let's see. We got Family 3 account. What's happening, guys?
Dublin, Ireland. Wow, we're worldwide.
And good to see you, buddy. And we got Mossman Sean. He's a house divided. Who's a house divided? Oh, our house. So that's it for the chat for now. And let me take this off. And so, Mikey, we got a lot of things to cover, including I set a little camera up here where we can take a look at the first one's gold Skeletor is waiting in the wings.
Oh, look at that! Wow.
Yeah. And so the camera looks a little crooked.
Off to my left, camera 2.
That's right. But maybe first, because I think we have something that kind of applies to this. We'll get into that big Chronicles news.
Yeah.
Because I think it's actually going to apply to this golden Skeletor. So let's go through HE-MANIACS.com and let me jump before we get to the rest of the news right into this one here. So everyone, I'm sure, is aware that the official details were announced by Mattel for the Masters of the Universe inaugural edition Scareglow. And the headline says, Masters of the Universe inaugural edition Scareglow ushers in the Chronicles line, is a Walmart exclusive in the US, and will hit shelves on April 25th. Are you getting an echo with me, Mikey, at all? I'm worried about the second camera.
No.
Okay, good. So HE-MANIACS.com has finally got some official details and imagery to reveal regarding the Masters of the Universe Chronicles inaugural edition Scareglow action figures sent directly to us by Mattel. Thank you, Mattel. The meaning of inaugural is a first in a series. It marks the beginning of an event. And it certainly applies here because the Chronicles inaugural edition Scareglow figure will usher in the debut of Chronicles line alongside the larger movie releases and will start hitting retail shelves on April 25th. You were all We were also informed by Mattel that this inaugural edition Scareglow will be a Walmart exclusive
Terrible, terrible news.
in the US, but we do not have any information yet, and any information yet if and where Scareglow will be available internationally. Here's the official details. And I did ask for international customers. And in regards to details, we won't read everything, but I just want to focus on one thing here about the Scareglow action figure ushers in the exciting new Masters of the Universe Chronicles line, designated at 1/12 scale with improved articulation and incredible detail.
But is he really 1/12 scale?
Yeah, that might be another thing. And we do have some comparisons as well. But starting out with this, so it looks like we got a reveal, Mikey, in regards to actually let me just pop up one of his photos here. Here we go. Okay. Looks like we finally got a reveal, Mike, that this inaugural edition means it kind of like introduces the line. It could very well, I doubt it will be, but it could be a one-off, or it will be the only figure that says inaugural edition. Doesn't mean Chronicles won't like venture
Very
out.
interesting that they decided to go with Scareglow again. Just, first off, it's kind of disappointing that, and you've highlighted it, or they highlighted it very well. There's only a few parts of him that actually glow, which
Yeah.
is weird that it's like right after his gauntlets there and then his head. So, I'm really bummed they didn't go all out and get the bones on his body to glow and such. Um, another missed opportunity. I actually think it should be reverse. I feel like he should have just been a glowing, translucent body with black bones. But I get it looks more skeleton-y to have the white, you know. But at least
Yeah.
use glow in the dark paint then if you're gonna do that. There
You
was
know,
also
the
the theory he was a Masterverse figure that was converted to be the inaugural, which now that I see that, I can agree.
Well, obviously it has the new updated joints, but
True.
yeah, it could be. It could have been initially a new Eternia Scareglow in design, right? That they sort of morphed into the new articulation and made it a Chronicles figure. I mean, we do
Right.
know that Scareglow itself. Maybe I should get to that the comparison now while we're talking about that. Scareglow does really size well with the Masterverse figures. Where are we, ladies and gentlemen? I think it was on the first
I
page.
know there's so much
Here we go.
news now, like, literally, you gotta go that far now. So much news.
Yep. It's going to be this till what, a couple months after the
I
movie, I
know,
think.
right? It's hard to keep up
Yeah.
for so much.
So, what was awesome here was Geek Illustrator Dad did this great review. You could find his YouTube review online under the Geek Illustrator Dad. And we actually have it. If you want to go to this article on HE-MANIACS.com, we actually have his YouTube review. Here it is, embedded in the article. So definitely check out. He's a great guy, and you can watch his review. He also shared with us screenshots in comparison. And here we go. We have the new Eternia Skeletor, and then the Chronicles inaugural edition Scareglow, and you can tell it's a little under 7
7 inch.
inches, but they're pretty much the same size,
So
right?
1/12 scale is supposed to be what? Little it's about 6?
6 inches, yeah. So it'd be a foot per inch, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he's an oversized figure, right? And we have to factor that in because we need more figures in the pool to actually make an assessment what the scale of Chronicles will really be. Now, if we
Right.
suddenly got a He-Man as well, and then we got not the movie ones, but just more of
Yeah, yeah.
the
like
general
this
lore,
new
right?
look.
But say he's the average size and he's not a oversized figure. It looks like it fits perfectly in line height wise,
Yeah, I mean,
scale
it
wise.
basically looks like this is the Masterverse continuation. They're just not calling it Masterverse anymore. They're calling it Chronicles, and it has better articulation.
Yeah. Yep. And there was some also, I think there was a comparison as well with Scareglow. Yes. Actually comes in. Well, you know what? This is unfair because Scareglow from Masters Universe Revelation is not on a base.
Right.
So the previous image we saw comparing the new Attorney Skeletor, they're both on bases. That's why I prefer that one the most. But so these guys are pretty much the same height as well if you put the Scareglow on a base. And then I think in the video he did a comparison against, oh, here's side by side. Feels like the same scale.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
And then
that
we,
base is very that's probably, an eighth of an inch or or so. It's not a crazy amount.
yeah. Now Thunder Punch He-Man is larger without a base, but he's
Yeah.
always been kind of like an oversized figure. So that's really not, I think, a general fair average comparison. I think this new Attorney of Skeletor should be right on mark. But again, it's we need more figures in the pool to really make an assessment if this is what they're all going to be, or if Scareglow is at a special size, either undersized, oversized, who knows what it
Do
is. So
you think, we're 2 weeks literally 2 weeks to the day away from the revealed event. Do you feel like they're gonna reveal more from this line, or is it all gonna
hmm.
be movie focused?
Well, I don't think so because I think it's going to be movie focused. And the idea, at least according to Mattel, is this figure just ushers in the line. My guess is based on the packaging that we previously saw, where it's an inaugural edition, that's the only one. This is the only figure that's actually going to say inaugural edition. Now we might get more figures in the black logo, but when it says inaugural edition right here, I have a feeling this is the only one. And this pretty much, like I says, ushers in the line.
Which means
Now,
I'm probably gonna have to buy it now.
yeah. And the thing that everyone is concerned about is the fact that it's a Walmart exclusive, right?
Oh, you know what,
And
AJ? I am hearing a small echo now. I
yeah,
just I caught it, just on the very tail of that last sentence you said.
I'm wondering if it's my second cam, even though I have it on mute. So I'm just gonna get my second cam out, see if that fixes the problem. Can you hear it now? Yeah, I got rid of it. I've been hearing it the whole time, so I
Hmm.
apologize if other people have been. Let us know if you've been hearing an echo at
It was
all. And I,
very faint, if any, because I thought I heard it for a second. I'm like, I don't think that's it." And then I heard then when you said something, like a certain word, I
yeah.
caught the end of it.
What really stinks is we're putting this up on the podcast as well, on the podcast network,
Mm.
and so I really hope it doesn't create that, but I guess we'll see. But it's interesting.
13
It's on
minutes of
mute.
echo, all good.
It's on mute. It's not even in the StreamYard, and for some reason, I don't know.
I don't hear it now. You're
Well, I
good?
turned.
You're still hearing it?
I got the camera out of it,
Oh,
so
got it,
when I pull it back in, it might happen again. I might have to mute myself when I
gotcha.
pull up
Just talk
camera
through the
two.
other one, yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so this one might be the only inaugural edition, and um, you know, but Walmart exclusive. Hopefully, this won't be like Cancel Con, meaning uh, from what I understand, and this makes sense, right? The initial breakout of movie figures is going to be huge in Walmart stores. You know how like Motu right now is some in this store, some not in this location, not in this
Right.
location, and a lot in another. Well, because this is a big $200 million budget movie, it from what I understand, they're going to have a breakout in every location. You're going to be able
Well,
to find.
that's what I was wondering. Is the movie figures gonna be exclusive to Walmart as well, or will they be in Target and such? Like, that Godzilla vs. Kong movie, they were everywhere, that whatever Empire, there was so much merch for that in Targets and Walmarts, and I'm wondering if Masters will try to do the same.
Yeah, I think they're not going to be exclusive, but Scareglow will.
Hmm.
And I'm only concerned that the Scareglow comes in limited quantities. I believe there's going to be a breakout for every single Walmart location in the United States, but is it going to be like a chase? Is it going to be one per box?
Right.
And people are going to be paying astronomical prices for it. And then, you got those,
God.
and you got those scalpers that are going to rush in and pick it up, as
Turn
soon
it
as
into a $60 figure.
yeah, yeah, or even more. That's what I'm concerned about. That the breakout isn't going to be as much. But well, we got Jay in the house. We're gonna add Jay now. Jay, we're just talking Chronicle Scareglow. So yeah, so that's the big concern, that this becomes a chase figure, but and there's only like one per location at Walmart. But we'll have to see. While there'll be multiple He-Mans, multiple Skeletors from the movie. So we'll just have to see how that is.
Oh
But
my goodness. Yep.
yeah.
Whole nother line. And then talking about Masterverse, do we want to go into that next? Did you see what was announced yesterday? Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yeah, but maybe we should just go to chat real quick and just see
Yeah,
if
yeah. You
anyone's
want to
talking
catch up?
Scare Glow here. Um, Crisco Kid is in the house. Hello. We have Masters Universe Classic. Oh yeah, Mike, you are letting the team down. The 12 tasks of the asterisk. I'm going to give Skeletor a call soon and tell him about your attitude lately. He will send you to another dimension. So
Oh
true.
man.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Mike, Masters of the Universe Classic gave us watching assignments. He really spoke well of this animated movie called The 12 Tasks of the Asterisk. Jay had already seen it. I did my homework and I watched it. And Mike, how many months later?
I was gonna say that was in what, November or something?
Maybe even before. I don't know.
Been a hot minute.
Let's see. Boss Man Sean says the snake lair post definitely ruffled some feathers. Yeah, we have that on the
We can,
HE-MANIACS news page, so we'll get to that.
yeah, we can talk
We
about that.
we have Skeletor Princess by the power of Grayskull. Good to see you.
It's a lot of lightning.
It's Tree Blaze, Ghost Rider with green fire and a sword. Yeah, the Scare Glow.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, right?
Yeah, at least with the Masters of the Universe Revelation animated Masterverse Scare Glow, the special edition that was SDCC,
Mhm.
only the head glowed, on that one too, but at least that one had green, like fluorescent paint for the
Yeah,
bones.
Yep.
So at least in the light, it looked
it
like
looks glowing.
body was glowing. Yeah, and I would at least appreciated that on the Chronicles Scare Glow figure. Yeah, Geek Illustrated Dad. Yep. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. Check out his review of the Scare Glow. He says only the head. Frown face, frown face. Yeah, that's he's the one we learned from. The disappointing news. It's a great figure from Nathan Cummings, but just doesn't beat classics. Dum dum dum. Let's start that in the chat. Scareglow needs a Hellfire motorcycle. Yep. Yep.
He has a scare mare, he's got the horse. That's just more time period. Well, I guess a motorcycle, some Eternia is a mix of technology and
Correction to
oh, there
Hellfire
you go.
Battle Ram or Sky
That would be
Sled.
sweet.
Well, what does Scaremare, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
scare
Mondo
mare. He has
event
his
that
horse.
lore? Yep, Scaremare. AJ and Mike, have you seen the Iron Studios statues of He-Man and Skeletor? Thoughts on them, and do you have any? Did that come out today? It's Thursday. I know I'm missing news. This is
There
the
was
the
some
day.
older. I mean, if he's talking about the older ones, I've seen them where it's He-Man and Skeletor.
Well, Iron Studios also got the movie license, which was announced at CCXP in Brazil, but they didn't show off any statues. So we'll have to see. Masters Universe Classic, if you could put in the chat specifically what statues you are talking about. Omisoko Misokas. I cannot pronounce that. I'm sorry.
I think you were right. Omisokas.
Okay. Misokas. Great. If Chronicles are within scale with Masterverse, I'm back in the game. My wallet is not happy too. Yeah, I'll be happy too because I'm waiting for a new attorney. I got every single new attorney figure. I'm waiting for a Scare Glow, and I'd be very disappointed if they didn't make that, considering
Well,
how
I
many
think
they
at this
made.
point, I mean, why would they go back and do that when they have this brand new one? So I
Right.
think, sadly, you're just gonna have to use your Chronicles as your new Eternia.
unless they go vintage collection, right? Because that may continue. We'll have to see. It is difficult to find a Queen Marlena and Madame Raz figures. Yeah, definitely. I guess they don't
Queen
sell that well.
Marlena should be available on BBTS, or did she sell out?
I think Skella Princess is just talking. Prince is just talking in general. Maybe
That's classics, I think, because Madame Raz released in classics, and same thing with
Oh
Queen
yeah,
Marlena.
Madame Raz doesn't exist for any other line except classics at the moment.
Yeah. The Triclops figure is shit. Okay. Let's see. Oh, good. The sound was fine for me, AJ. Appreciate that. So hopefully the echo won't come
Yeah, it
over
was a
the
very
podcast.
faint echo, if at all. Like I said, I could hardly hear it until that one sentence, and I was like, "Oh, okay, actually, it is there."
I'm very much look forward to where and when Orko will appear in the movie. Sad face. You'll be both happy and sad, Skella Prince. Mattel always drops the ball on their March Madness reveals. They only show 1 or 2 figures. It's days later when they come up with the catalog. Yeah, that's right. Didn't that happen at the Mattel Creations revealed last year where they showed Hero, but Hero was already revealed, right?
The weird thing is a couple years ago they revealed a lot on the reveal. But then last year they revealed Hero. Then it was Blade was just sitting there.
Yeah, Mike revealed Blade. Mike was the one who revealed Blade.
Blade was just sitting there
we found out
to
because
win
Mike,
and not even mentioned, which is odd.
Attorney Royalty unveiled Blade. That was fun.
So crazy.
But during the time of, I think the biggest reveal when they actually had a couple of them was the year before, when they were literally showcasing like a ton of brand new figures for the crossover lines. I think that was the biggest one that they had done up to that point. But then it's true, like afterwards we saw the planogram, and a few other figures were just showcased on that planogram, which we never heard of, and we're like, wow, we're getting Modulok, we're getting this guy. Where did that come from, right? So yeah, it's a little bit weird, but I don't think that they will, especially because of the direction they're doing this in right now. I don't think they're gonna be able to screw this one up. I mean, like they're gonna announce all of the Chronicles, all of the core wave figures. They're gonna showcase everything that they can. Probably talk a little bit. I'm hoping that they finally unveil Tila from 2000X. I'm thinking that that's been one that everyone's like, where the heck is Tila? Like she's a complete mainline character in that show, and she's not been featured. The stop motion animation didn't have her at all, so she's about due for a reveal on that line.
Yeah, they'll have to show off. What would that be? Wave 4, right? Because they already showed off the first 3 waves.
Oh no, I don't think we're going to see another. I don't think we're going to see a full wave. I think we're going to see maybe Tila, because again, we like for 2000X they dropped they basically dropped the barn on us right away. Like it was like 2 waves. 2 complete waves. That's huge. I've never seen that before.
When we walked into SDCC booth and it was the whole case of them, I was like, whoa.
I hope they're selling well. I heard from a retailer that will go unnamed that they weren't selling for them as well as the original, the Filmation cartoon collection.
Yeah.
But I hope that's just, person specific, right? And I hope they're doing well, because a lot of people love that show and want to see that continue. And I want the Filmation. I need a Sorceress, guys. Cartoon collection. I need a Sorceress. You guys, you see that all on the wall? That's cartoon collection. And that's, I love my Filmation. Masters of the Universe Classic was talking about the older statues. Do you guys?
I've seen them. They're fantastic. I mean,
do you have any?
I have no space for them anywhere, but
okay, yeah. I don't collect statues really, except I do have the tweeter head, He-Man and Battle Cat behind me. Should I maximize this?
That's a great one too.
Come on, maximize. Yeah.
These two and the Skeletor.
Yeah, the Skeletor and Panther.
Those are 100% beautiful.
Yeah, sorry that this is
have a full Skeletor bust that was released a number of years ago.
Point the light at him.
Yeah,
and it sort of looks like the new Skeletor now, which is very interesting.
Is that the Revolution Grayskull, like as a poster behind it?
Yes, awesome. It is. Material, one of those cloth posters.
Oh,
yeah. Let's see. Anyone for a 2000X Count Marzo in the Toon line? Absolutely. So, and Filmation too. So, they're Count Marzo's debut. Okay. Jay, I hope you're not talking and driving. Stay safe.
Since I'm in the passenger seat, that would be a really interesting trick. I don't I don't even know how that would be possible, but thank you.
People care. All right, so let me get this second camera up again, and hopefully we won't hear the echo. Because now that we've talked a little Scareglow, we do have the first one's figure here. You see that? Can you see that, guys? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And hopefully there is no echo going on. So I want to talk to you guys about this figure because essentially, actually, can I make...
Yeah, can you make this, bring him to the forefront? There you go.
Yeah. So, well, before we go, and we can unbox this little baby real quick, I want to talk to you guys. Since we know Scareglow, right, might very well be a one-off in the Chronicles line. And it's ushering in the Chronicles movie line, right? I wonder if this one for the kids line is also an inaugural edition to usher in the kids movie ones, and will also be an exclusive at Walmart. Now, before anyone asks, when Mattel reached out and let me know that Scareglow was a exclusive to Walmart, I asked about Golden Skeletor, and they can't talk about it right now. It hasn't been officially announced. They can't talk about it. So, so I did ask, but it almost seems like it would make sense, right? That there is an exclusive figure to Walmart for the kids line, just like there is for the Chronicles line. So has the same sort of black logo, right? Maybe
it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
It's still a mystery about how I'm hoping that they clear this up, and I'm pretty sure they will clear this up on Revealed. But yes, Toy Habits and HE-MANIACS, I think, were reporting on the Chronicles line even as early as last year, and they meant, and I believe it was Toy Habits that actually mentioned that Scareglow would be the first one on the docket. So it's interesting that it's coming full circle. It's fascinating that this actually showed up, in several Walmarts. I'm wondering if they didn't put the embargo sticker on properly. I'm not sure exactly. Like, I've seen embargo stickers on boxes, so it's really weird that this one actually fell through the cracks.
Right. No.
Or you just got some 17-year-old kid stocking things and doesn't care.
Yep. That's more than possible.
Now, I need to, before I even open this up, I need to thank person who provided this figure. Okay. Go on the Instagram account, Discovering Pandora. Pandora from Avatar. And he also has a YouTube channel now. Oh, let me find this.
It's mainly focused on Avatar, which is the reason the channel is called Discovering Pandora.
No, but he has a separate.
He created a whole new account for Motu.
That's right. He did. He called it Masters of Grayskull.
Master of Grayskull, maybe.
Masters. I believe it's Masters of Grayskull.
You know what? I have it right on HE-Mania. Let's see if I could find.
So he got, how many did he get then? Did he find another one and send it to you, or did he send you his sealed one?
He found at least two. I know he found at least two.
Right.
So what had happened is he found several. He found more than two.
Oh, wow.
And he purchased them all, and he was trying to figure out what they were because no one knew what they were at the time. It was such a discovery. And he went ahead and actually tagged HE-Mania.com and Instagram. He tagged Toy Habits.
Yeah.
And then he also posted on Reddit and saying, do you guys know anything about this figure? And of course, it was a surprise to all of us, and we couldn't just believe it. This actually came out before the Chronicles Scareglow. The Scareglow was revealed on Reddit the next day. So this was the first crazy reveal. Yeah. And
you're not showing the right tab, by the way. It's only showing the Chronicles. If The only thing we can see is
Yeah,
crocodile.
I'm sorry, I haven't gotten there yet. I was just going into the story. So generally, so he was super excited. We were super excited, and immediately, we started. I started sharing his page, and he created a YouTube video, and I started sharing his YouTube video. And next thing you know, I mean, you wonder how generous and wonderful this community is. Is that he just went ahead and said, "Would you like one? Let me just send it to you." And I'm like, free. Or he said free of charge. And I'm like, you were too generous, but he wanted to do that just for helping him and just getting the word out. And so we went ahead and I gave him my address, and lo and behold, this showed up earlier this week. Let me see what his page was exactly. Let's see. Masters of Grayskull. Jay was right. Um, so terrific guy, and it just shows how great this community is and how nice they are. And I wasn't expecting anything by sharing. I just wanted to call attention and get people to his YouTube channel, and so it's extremely nice. And lo and behold, this figure is now, on my desk. Can I show you? Can I show you guys and this camera? Probably not, right?
What do you mean? Like,
I
I think
just
you
want
can
to.
have us down in the corner and have that big, yeah.
Yeah,
so
I'm
what you
trying.
do? There's a setting. It
Okay.
shows a big picture and a small, looks like a small box. No, look on the. Okay,
Yeah, I'm looking.
yeah, that one.
That one, but then he should be able
Yeah.
to make. You should be able to
The
make that
problem is
camera too
no,
big.
yeah, but the problem is that this is you set it up as a
Camera.
person. You set it up as a person.
Okay.
So that's the problem. So you can only do us. Yeah,
Okay.
you can only have us to the side. That's the only thing you can do.
So,
Fine. This looks great.
so as we know, Scareglow is ushering in the Chronicles line. So perhaps this is ushering in the kids line, aka First Ones, aka Core. Right? Core is definitely at least its classification. And on the back of the box, we always saw it. It was the Revenge of Skeletor, and it resembles the Alfreda Alcala
That's cool.
art. And I might as well just open. If this is a chase, I'm gonna be really disappointed with myself that I'm opening this,
Why did
right?
I open it?
Yeah, considering next thing you know, months from now, it's available for like $300 on eBay, and I'm like, why did I destroy this packaging? So, okay.
Well, just remember you got it complimentary, so be happy about that, right?
Oh yeah.
And it'll still be worth something out of the box.
No, I know. You know what? It's fun when you have stuff that is worth something, but I don't sell it,
Yeah, right.
And I was
staying in the collection.
I was actually having a conversation with Michael on Toy Habits, and we were just discussing, like, if Masters of the Universe doesn't carry on by the time we're all ready to sell our figures, we're in retirement age, no one will want them. And the value would be down. The young kids won't want them. Let's see. Should just pop right out. Yep. Okay. There he is.
Oh, you cut his head off.
Yeah. Oh. Just want to stay on. All right, guys. So, oh, you know what? I should bring in here.
I was gonna say, you want to bring in the size? I heard he's a little bit smaller, right? Oh no, he's about the same size.
He's roughly. Let me straighten him out.
He's just got that new Thundercats kind of buck going on, huh? Where it's thinner.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely not as muscled, not as stacked as traditional vintage Motu and the Origins line, and people might be bummed out about that. But I mean, I would still love to look like this guy. And it looks like his articulation is less. Yeah. What, he's got the hinge. Okay. You could swivel it.
Whoa, his head keeps falling off.
Yeah, I know. It might be because of the hood. If you see the way the hood is.
You gotta really push down on there.
Yeah. So it's a ball joint for the head.
Can you? Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
What is the actual height diff like? Is he so much taller or shorter than?
No, they look about.
Terrible.
Hero
Pretty
looks about.
close.
Yeah. Perhaps definitely the cartoon collection line will be taller because you could straighten out their legs a little more. And definitely the 2000X line, but yeah, they're pretty comparable. It's just body mass wise, right?
Yeah.
Does he have any ankle articulation at all, or is it just?
So it looks like a hinge joint in the knees, and then in the ankle, nothing swivels, nothing bends.
Nope.
That's so no articulation.
That's going backwards. Nope. I wonder what's prompting them to have that type of decision.
The price point.
Price point.
Yeah,
kids.
I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. And what do they call this? The T, right? They just have the T joint in the.
Nothing better than Skeletor's crotch.
Really, Michael?
Until next time.
Until next time.
That's the way he should leave in the memes, right? Till next time. Yeah, so I guess I could take off the armor real quick here. It looks like everything is removable. So we could just get a better look at the body. I think...
the $1 million question. Does he have nipples?
No nipples, Michael. I am so sorry. Let's move the belt as well. Yeah.
I like how it harkens back to the original Skeletor sash. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it have the little bird in the front?
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it does. I don't know.
Is it a bird? It looks like the ram's head.
Ram skull.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. The vintage has a little bird, right?
I think it is the ram skull. I think it's always been the ram skull. But the problem is that sculpting back then, depending on
it just looks like a button. Yeah.
Depending on how far along the stamp was, the detail just wasn't, didn't hold up as much, right?
So the face sculpt itself is great. The Alfredo Alcala look is just great. And they did a great job with that. And but really frame wise, yeah, this is a much smaller.
Yeah, I saw somebody did a direct comparison with the movie. I don't know how they got a hold of it, but they did a direct comparison with the movie He-Man.
Yeah, what was that? Geek Heist or something? I forget. Yeah. I linked to them in my Instagram page or something. But yeah, he looks kind of like a regular Joe here. He looks like something that all three of us can be, right?
Well, yeah, sure.
No, I cannot achieve that look.
Far from.
Well, I mean, he looks more normal, right?
I don't have an 8-pack, that's for sure.
Versus a master, the typical line. Should we swap heads on this thing here? I guess we can swap heads.
Can you swap heads? Is it?
Let's see.
The same size ball joint?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, that had a snap.
Yeah, that did have a snap.
That actually sounded better, yeah.
That looks like a Mr. Home Arcade special right there. That's
right, guys. Now I gotta find some ladies.
I do like it though. How's the articulation in the elbows?
It's just a hinge.
90. It's about a 90.
It's about 90 degrees. And we have a hinge in the wrist, and it swivels.
See, there's what I don't understand. Of all the places that they decided to spend the money, is in the wrists, which I can appreciate, right? Yeah. But instead of the wrists, they actually sacrificed the ankles, which arguably is the worst decision, in my opinion.
Oh crap! All right, so the the first one's /chorus/kids line heads can be swapped with Origins. I'm not.
That is a shrunken
right.
head.
I got a tiny head.
Oh, what was that on Beetlejuice? Remember the guy?
Yeah, the shrunken
head. Bob, right? They call him Bob in the new one.
Yeah,
he's kind of like Pepe.
Yeah, but you're right. The articulation stops. It does not swivel. Well, it swivels at.
There is a swivel. Okay.
The knee.
At the knee. At the knee, it does. Yeah. Okay.
What's the bend on the knee? Is it a 90?
Yep. That's as far as it goes. Yeah.
So it's decent. So
but the ankle doesn't swivel. The ankle doesn't rock. And there's no hinge.
So AJ, try to put him in a compromising pose, like.
Oh my! Wrong
What about
channel,
something
Jay.
like
A
you can do the
compromising
split?
pose. You could have just
All
said,
right.
like, put him in an
You know what
action
you can do?
pose.
Well, let me get a head on him first, guys. There we go.
Are you implying something there, AJ? What are we implying?
All
All
right.
right,
Whoa.
he
All
can do
right,
the Van Damme.
Jean-Claude.
All
He can do the
right.
he can do the Van Damme, which is good.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like standing, like you know what, like if you were with ankle articulation, you can get some pretty cool poses, right?
Yeah,
So
so that's the thing. You can't really get him into a running pose that great.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
yeah. See that's where it becomes a real hassle.
The ankle turn would
The
help
ankles,
right there.
the ankles fix a lot of that, which is why I'm so curious why they decided to go this route.
I need a figure. Does it? Oh, it does have holes for
It
figure
does have
stand.
holes for stand,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this was one of the original problems with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles articulated figures when they did the anniversary editions. They didn't do the ankles, and they ended up doing a refresh like a year later.
Hmm. Hmm.
I wonder if it's like depending on how this goes. I wonder if they're going to end up doing that too.
Oh, this does have based on was it Toy Heist or Geek Heist? Based on a website where they did get an advanced copy of the He-Man from the movie. It is the same buck, same
Yeah.
articulation, same buck. So
Yeah.
yeah. So well, there we go. Let's pull this off here.
You know what though? For a $10 figure, I'm pretty impressed. Like I'm not
I
gonna lie.
agree.
I'm pretty impressed for a $10 figure. If it was anything more than $10, I think it'd be like, what the F, right? But I think
Yeah.
$10, kids line,
Yeah.
it's not bad. I mean, look, Master Universe, they have no articulation. They don't have any like you know the vintage collection. They have nothing like that, right? And they have squat legs, and even then, you have to put these days. Fans improvise a stand for them because they don't have hole pegs. They don't have hole pegs either, right? So this one has hole pegs. So wow.
Well, and look, there's a lot of collectors. Look at me. Look at my dumb collection here. Let me maximize it. They're not in any poses. They're just standing straight, So a lot of people actually don't pose their figures. They just put them on a stand and sort them behind them. So if you're that kind of collector where you're not really, you set it and forget it, these are great because they're great looking. The head sculpt of the Alfredo Alcala.
That is definitely the selling point there. That is a huge selling point. Like I do believe somebody scanned, I don't know if it was in Europe or something like that, but somebody scanned the barcode and it's actually listed as Alcala Skeletor. So that's nuts.
Yeah. That might have been Michael. That's the way it is. Yeah, great looking. So
yeah, the eyes look like they're glowing too, which I really like. I really appreciate that. So but it is an interesting choice to bathe him in gold. You know what I mean? On certain aspects of it. Like I'm hoping the real problem, the only thing that really sort of not bugs me, but you'd think that they would have had a mini comic for this version. You know what I mean? But I guess they don't want to start a precedence and then all of a sudden have to put mini comics and everything, right? So
yeah. That's again what makes me believe it's going to mirror the Scareglow and Chronicles and sort of be that inaugural edition. It's not kicking off a line. They wouldn't use a gold Skeletor to kick off, its own subline, right?
But then that raises another question. I mean, why Scareglow? Of all the figures you're going to do to kick off an inaugural edition, why Scareglow? Like I just don't. And I think it was Cobweb Collector that Mike actually brought up in one of our chats. It was Cobweb Collector who actually brought. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please head over to Cobweb Collector on Instagram and YouTube. He always gets figures early and does wonderful reviews. He's the one who actually said that there was some talk about how there was supposed to be a new Eternia Scareglow, and he was already in production when they decided to start winding down Masterverse. So he's of the opinion. I think Mike, you're the one who mentioned this. That Cobb was the one who has the opinion that maybe this was just a handoff, right? Which would explain why he's so much bigger than the current Chronicle.
Yeah, Mike and I were talking about that, I think, before you came in, and we kind of agree that it was like a possibility that it was like in design, and then they morphed it into the new articulated form. So
Yeah.
because no, I don't think you were on, Jay, during the size comparisons. The size is great, but we don't know if Scareglow is an oversized figure. We don't know if it's just a one-off. We don't know anything, other than it's kicking off the movie line based on Mattel's official release. And that it's going to be a Walmart exclusive, which was Walmart direct email from not Walmart, Mattel. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. We definitely need to see some more figures to see the Masterverse, comparison, and see if they're going to scale well with Masterverse as a whole. But definitely that Scareglow does. Looks great.
Yeah.
We should maybe get in the chat some, see if there was anything going on here. Skeletor with drip, as the kids used to say. Skell Prince says, I'm going to need all of the cool movie posters that are surely coming for both my bedroom and my office. Yeah. Actually, I love that first movie poster. But it's not going to be the final one, right? There's always
Right.
one. I'm afraid the final one is going to be like what you see in Marvel, just the floating the heads and everyone in different body shapes. And because the first one is glorious, man. Geek Illustrator Dad, I'm digging the scale of the first ones. Good articulation, cheap price point, fun toys. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Scareglow from Max Games and Toys is one of the most wanted figures by collectors. The line is collector focus. Yep. That's why it's the collector class, right? And Max Games and Toys is saying hello. So, hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, guys, you want to just get into some general news now?
Yeah.
Did we talk about Beastman yet?
No, that was,
good
but
segue.
that's part of the news. That's a good one for us to jump into. So let me get into.
I have some thoughts.
Okay. So here we go. This was yesterday. The new Masterverse Vintage Collection Beastman action figure is revealed. The Savage Henchman is back. We have all the imagery and the details for the new Masterverse Vintage Collection Beastman figure. Thanks to the awesome The Nate. He's great in our community forums. Found in the Mattel store, here is all the official images and very non-character specific details. Yeah, the details was just generally about vintage collection and their size, points of articulation. Didn't really talk about Beastman per se. But Jay has thoughts about Beastman, so give it to us, Jay. What are your thoughts about the big orange guy?
Okay, so I'm going to preface all of my comments right now saying that these particular solicitation photos, they're never what they look like in the final production. Almost never. And I am so grateful for that because I love Beastman. He's one of the furry face, you know what I mean? Bumbling boob, right? Love him. He's always been a great fan favorite. But I was on a live stream with JP of Thundercats Classics, and he shares a very similar sentiment to myself. It looks like he went on a keto diet or something like that. Like he has lost a lot of weight. This really does give me a very similar vibe to when we had the Beastman from New Eternia, and then all of a sudden we had another Beastman from New Eternia, and it looked like he had gone down 2 sizes. You know what I mean? From Master
Ozempic Beastman.
Yeah, it was.
You mean the Lords of Power version, right?
Is that what it was supposed to be? The second one, the New Eternia.
It's the second one came like a year and a half later. It was the Lords of Power incarnation. They called it New Eternia. It was still under the New Eternia banner, but it was like a Lords of Power Beastman. Yeah,
I didn't realize it was for Lords of Power, but okay, so that's fine. Because obviously, he was supposed to homage the original Lords of Power concepts, right? So if that's what they're doing here, I'm there are a couple of things that just stand out to me. Number one, I don't know if that like it looks like this is a new buck, which is strange because obviously you can see there's fur on all of his arms if you zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
But his torso, right? It's just there's just something else about it. And I don't know if it's maybe it's the straps, maybe they need to be a little bit thicker or something, but he really does look more like just a standard Master Universe figure. Whereas we know that, you know, from all the way from vintage, he's supposed to have these monkey type arms, which are much longer than every other character, right? Which are of course adopted by Stratos, which is adopted by Grizzlor, which was adopted by multiple figures along that same body type, right? Um, and then there's something going on with the face. I don't. 90% of the time, whenever they bring out these solicitation photos, they never look like they are in this photo than they do when they're actually in package and finally fully released. So fascinating how this was actually done, and not that I'm complaining at all, which I'm actually complaining. I'm an old man, and this is just like, you know, whatever it is, right? But that black mouth, it just looks so odd. It's just like this black gaping hole, you know, they painted black.
Black
I'm like, what
gaping
the heck
hole.
is with that? Like, why just a whole like
I
black
mean,
mouth? That is just, to me, that's odd. That is just really, really odd.
Mike's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna pause for Mike. He's got a thought. Go ahead, Mike.
okay. To understand where they're coming from, this is why there's a black gaping mouth.
He got you, Jay.
They're doing the vintage collection, right? So it's supposed to look like the vintage. Now, here's my problem with that figure. Look at this head, right? Look at the profile. Looks good. You look at that head, it literally looks like Worf from Star Trek. Like the ridge line on his head is way too pronounced. I don't really like his eyebrows like going way over here, you know, like his eyebrows here are fine. Up there, it's like, okay, maybe they're supposed to give him more of a menacing look, but it doesn't. I don't know what's going on with the eyebrows is what throws me off. It's got these weird,
The eyebrows are the worst.
crazy.
It's so I've never seen eyebrows on like that. Anyway,
Yes.
it looks like he's like, you know, he's got a manicure or something, like he's manicured his eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's just really strange. But
And you know, even more so than that, like we knew we were gonna get more vintage collection. And I don't know, you know, me of all people complaining about vintage stuff, but it's like, Jesus, we've gotten Beastman, Revelation. We've got the first new Attorney of Beastman. We've now got a second Attorney of new Attorney of Beastman, and now we've got a vintage collection Beastman. It's like they're so it's, and then of course we're gonna get movie Beastman, and then we're gonna get first one's Beastman. It's like, you know, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, that's considering how many like Skeletors we got in the line, and
Yeah, it's true. Skeletor and He-Man, we get so damn many.
and actually considering Revelation and all her different styles, we got a lot of evil Lins, you know, in Masterverse. But I'm gonna be the odd man out. I like this Beast Man a lot. You know, I understand. I really like this look. I love. I'm okay with the eyebrows. I'm okay with the ridges. It's definitely Beastman to me. It definitely looks more like Beastman than the Revelation figure that we got,
I agree. I
and
definitely like it better than that new Eternia one that they did, or the Lord of Power one you were mentioning. I
yeah,
oh
like this
yeah,
better than that one.
this one definitely has the heartening of a vintage collection idea, right? But there are just a few things, and like I said, I'm so glad that when it finally comes to the final production, this oftentimes changes. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it always changes, but oftentimes this paint master or whatever this solicitation photo is, oftentimes it looks very different on the fun. Like Merman is a really good example. If you bring up the Merman examples on He-Mania, you actually see the way he looks with the solicitation photos. He looks like some sort of like possessed like Muppet or something like that. And the final version, which somebody got some pictures of, he looks much better, like way
Well,
better.
I think these with the black background tend to be more like the figure than the white ones that are
It's been a
just
hit. It's been a hit and miss. It's been a huge hit and miss. On like I've had several videos where, again, I thank goodness that when it finally comes out, they look almost. But you know what? One thing I can say with all certainty is that any of the early solicitation photos, they almost never look like what's finally released. So in that instance, and usually the final release is better, which is always a welcome bonus.
Let me see if we have.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Yeah, he looks like a freaking
His
possessed Muppet.
his eyes are just like bugged out.
But a few pictures, I think on Toy Habits, they actually have an inbox example, and he looks so much better.
I think it was I might not have the. Wait a second here. I might not have the professionals here. Merman Masterverse Vintage Collection.
Yeah, that one, the first one at the top, or the eBay listing.
They look like the same one.
No,
Oh, this one. Oh, the one in the packaging. Okay.
Yeah, the one in the packaging.
Okay, so we haven't gotten the black and white pictures yet. Okay.
Yeah. But if you look at his face, like if you right click on that and say open a new tab, or
looks a little bit better.
It looks a lot better. Not a little bit better. It looks a lot better.
A lot better. Oh, okay.
You have to share the new tab though.
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so yeah, if you look at him, he looks great. Like not great, but he looks a hell of a lot better than the other solicitation photo. And that's normally the case with these figures. Normally they have a weird solicitation photo, but afterwards it on the final production looks much better. One thing about Toy Habits is their pop-up game is massive.
Yeah, right. Rely on reliance. What the hell?
I've actually crashed out my browser. So browsing Toy Habits. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a knock. It's just the truth. It's actually happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many crazy things happening in the world of Master Universe. I mean, I can't believe that we're having a video game coming up next, and
yeah,
it's
we'll get there. We'll get there. Let me get the page back on here for a second because
it crashed.
It might have. There. Okay, we're back to He-Mania. Okay.
To a woman who took her.
Okay.
Pop-up ad.
That wasn't from me. So that might have been Jay. I don't know.
That was me.
Okay.
Serena Williams. Like I'm on the Mattel. Something popped up from Mattel on Instagram, and it's Serena Williams talking about her new action figure.
Nice.
Her Barbie figure.
All right, so let's see if anyone else has anything to say about Beastman in the chat. So let's go ahead and.
Seems like a lot of them are agreeing with you.
Okay, let's see.
Jay and I are the odd men out here.
Omiso, I can't do this again. Omisoka. No.
Omisokas.
Omisoka. Let me just go with the first. Vintage Collection Beastman, it's not, but the competition is brutal. Chronicles will do an oversized movie Beastman that could fit Masterverse and Mondo. Surely will do a 2000X size Beastman too. Mondo already came out with their Beastman. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be doing
it's tough.
I'm sure they'll do a 2000X Beastman.
The smaller scale. I'm thinking
112
scale.
112, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 112. Max Games and Toys. With a Zodak left, we'd have the first 8-card back figures.
Correct. I'm hoping they at least make it to that before retiring Masterverse. I really hope so.
It's sci-fi
Tsunami.
Tsunami. Thank you. Uh, 4 effing Beastmans, King Hiss, Real Blast, Extendar, Stonar, Rocket. Okay, so 4 effing Beastmans, 0 King Hiss, 0 Real Blast, 0 Extendar,
This is kind of what
0
I agree with.
Stonar or Rockon. I'm sick of Mattel's endless BS.
Like,
Yeah.
they should be focused on making some new characters in Masterverse, not 4 versions of Beastman.
Well, that's what New Eternia was for a while, right? I mean, with the latest few waves, what we got Anti-Eternia He-Man, we got
And now,
Dragstore.
here's my concern too, is they're gonna start all over with Chronicles. So we're gonna get a Chronicles
Yeah.
Beastman, we're gonna get a Chronicles He-Man, we're gonna get a Chronic, and it's like, they're not getting deep enough to, like, you know, for say Classics. Classics got into these deep cut characters that we all can really love and appreciate, you know, and this is a perfect
So this is
sci-fi.
this is going to be controversial, probably, but and you know everyone's going to have their opinions about this, but at the end of the day, and again, I'm just stating facts here. The truth is that there really isn't a Scott Knightley anymore. You know what I mean? And I'm just being absolutely truthful here. I'm just being 100% truthful here. There isn't somebody really pushing the line in a direction that it needs to be completed. No one's helming that ship. Really, no one's as dedicated. No one's as dedicated, or actually a sort of fan. I'm not sure how true a fan Scott ended up being, but the truth is he did champion that cause and really pushed it. Right? No one in Mattel is actually doing that right now. Right? You have a whole bunch of project managers. You have a whole bunch of guys, and the reality is, at the end of the day, this one is not a fan based property. Sorry, not property. This one is not a fan based line like Classics was. Classics was rooted in fans. If you did not pre-order the Classics figures and they didn't reach their MOQ, they weren't going to produce it.
Yeah.
Right.
This has to sell to the masses at a retail store.
That's
I
right.
get it.
So, and unfortunately, those deep cut characters won't sell as well as the main ones.
No, and I think that's where they need to bring in. I mean, they created Mattel Creations, they created this Club Grayskull, and I think that's where those figures can exist.
100%. They have to be crowdfunded. They have to be crowdsourced, right?
Well, New Eternia was finally doing it, right? And New Eternia still was somewhat, well, sometimes
and New Etheria, New Etheria was starting, and it really is a shame that New Etheria and Princess Power just did not get the love it deserves. You know what I mean? But they look at the numbers.
I think the sales falls off on those.
Yeah, they look at the numbers. At the end of the day, they look at the numbers. They look at their bottom line. What a lot of people just don't understand about big industry in the size of Mattel is that if they projects cannot afford to let projects just fade away. They just can't. They can't afford to take. Sadly, they can't afford to take those types of risks. If a figure does not do well and a line does not do well, they fade it out as it will, right? That's the problem, because they need to make a minimum order and minimum sales in order to justify the fact that they're going to continue the line. It really does suck, which is why I'm saying that in a lot of ways, I think we can really say this. Classics was in a lot of ways one of the first mainline corporate versions of crowdfunding and crowdsourcing. You know what I mean? It was up to the fans to make sure that they got their figures, because if they did not do the minimum orders, if they did not reach those MOQs, it wasn't going to happen. Castle Grayskull was a miracle. Castle Grayskull was an absolute freaking miracle that it actually got printed.
Super 7 to pull off Snake Mountain was another miracle.
That was a miracle too. It barely made it, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because once it reaches, like with many things, once it reaches its MOQ, then people start jumping in. It's just a really strange way of doing things.
So with New Eternia, I mean, Zodak, we definitely kept getting Jitsu, Too Bad, Stratos, Many Faces, Buzz Off, Faker, Clawful, Rayman, Whiplash. Oh yeah, Vicron, Web Store, Trapjaw, Man at Arms, Triclops, Many Faces. Definitely the best snout spout ever created.
Yeah, that was a good snout spout.
So, oh yeah, I love this Cyclone. I think this Cyclone's underrated. Thunder Punch He-Man. Oh yes, that Bone Throne. And Skeletor, Merman, Battle Armor Skeletor is another favorite. So I think a lot of people love the Horde Trooper.
Yeah, the Horde Trooper's incredible. Oh my god.
Oversized, yeah.
The greatest, one of the best Evelynns in that scale.
Yes, gorgeous. And to be honest with you, the best Skelcon. It definitely, to me, beats out the classics. Has an articulated mouth. Skelcon. I love that the articulated tongue or mouth, the tongue had like the trapped souls of the victims that it's taken down. It's so cool. So this was actually, in a way, New Eternia was the classics for the modern generation, right? The new generation. And Panther, Roboto, King Randor, Beastman version 2, Ninjor, so good, right? So we were living the dream with New Eternia. So I mean, maybe just maybe we could just hope that New Eternia will continue on. It'll say in Mattel Creations revealed that in once in a while they'll come out with releases, Cobra Khan, But look at this. I mean, so this is really, New Eternia was the closest thing we've ever had to classics. And back to the original point, Vintage Collection, unfortunately, was a brand new line to appeal at Walmart, right? To mass retail. Because New Eternia eventually sort of felt like it became fan channel retailer, exclusive figures, right? Like big box retailers didn't want these figures anymore, and probably that's why the Vintage Collection was made, so they could start over with He-Man and Beastman and all the favorites. But New Eternia was really, I just hope they continue in some form. Maybe Mattel has heard people loud and clear and will like produce one or two a year. Kind of like the Origins Vintage.
Yeah, the only problem is sales. At the end of the day, it's for Mattel and any other company that big, it's all about the sales, which is sad.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine New Eternia is doing okay. Otherwise, they would have stopped a long time ago, like the other sublines. There were a lot of sublines in Masterverse. Actually, I have them listed here that they gave up, including what you were saying, mentioning She-Ra. There were
New Etheria, yeah.
Yeah. So we have Masters Universe Revelation. That one they went pretty deep on. All right, New Eternia. The Princess of Power. That was the first She-Ra subline. Ended with what? 6 figures. Rulers of the Sun, Sunman. Right. That ended with just
Sunman?
2 figures.
Oh, and
no,
Pighead.
Yeah. Yep. The CG line, only He-Man and Skeletor. The movie figures we've gotten. Well, the deepest it's ever gone, even further than classics.
Yeah, and I'm never going to see that Beastman ever again. God damn it! You're gonna have to pay the $300 that people are asking for. It's so ridiculous.
New Avengers. We got He-Man, we got Skeletor, and then Slushhead, right?
Slushhead.
And that was
Wasn't there another hero? It was the guy with the jetpack. Was that not?
I think let me click on
I thought there was another.
This is a checklist right here. Wave 7, we got New Adventures He-Man. Wave 9, Skeletor and Slushhead. That was it.
Yeah, that's all I remember. I don't remember which jetpack are we talking about. I think you might be thinking Vicron.
Yeah, maybe. Even Masters of the Universe Revolution wasn't.
Yeah, that didn't actually go very far at all.
No.
We did we still need the final version of Tri-Sorceress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And her other form, Havoc.
Yeah, Havoc. She was so brief, but it's still important to have her. Yeah, so.
Yeah,
but if you look at the Tri-Sorceress and
Uber He-Man.
Uber He-Man.
Uber He-Man.
That'll be a damn shame. We really should get those.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I would love Leech. I love that Leech in Masters of the Universe Revolution, with all the suction cups that comes out of the hands.
Yeah.
And he looked devastating. Man, I love that.
Yeah, though the new Eternia version is not bad. I mean, he looks pretty good.
Yeah. Mossman Sean said also Beastman looks like he has a beard.
He does, yeah. Which is
Max,
I think he always looked like he sort of had some sort of beard.
Max Games and Toys says, in fact, we lost the eyebrows on the Origins figure. Hang on.
Yeah, he has a beard.
Yep.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
What else we got here? Also, who'd like a Filmation accurate hardtop covered attack? Please.
That's what I voted for.
That's what I voted for.
I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy, man. I think that it won, and they already had planned for Snake Lair. Like no one wanted, everyone wanted Fright Zone and freaking Attack Track. Those were the two that were voted, and they're
Yeah.
like, Snake Lair. Like
Oh,
I felt more.
they were really pushing the snake, man. I don't know. I don't know if there's a controversy behind there, but I do know people could vote multiple times. And we did report that on HE-MANIACS.com that how can you trust a vote when you could go in 7, 8 times on a incognito browser and keep voting.
Right.
But,
And keep
and
voting.
I sent that info to Mattel and I got crickets back. No one was interested that the vote might not be accurate and you could like stuff the ballot box. So it is what it is, I guess. House of Shakota, yeah, this is what Mike was talking about. I agree with AJ. I like this Beastman a lot. Yeah, me too. I think it has great vintage feel. And I can't wait to have this is probably going to be my favorite Beastman out of new Masterverse. I think the Merman too.
My favorite Beastman's still that big burly first one that they made.
The new Eternia one.
Mm-hmm.
The oversized one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey guys, greetings from Portugal. This is Klinsky. Good to see you, Klinsky. Had the pleasure before to exchange some messages with Mike on Instagram, and it's great to talk now to the three musketeers of Eternia. Klinsky, you're awesome. First, Warren, please take note. It's no longer Jay and the rest. It's the three musketeers of Eternia. All right, no more Josie and the Pussycat jokes.
You
Jay
like,
freeze? I think Jay froze.
I'm not frozen, but my laptop's about to die, so I'm trying to find another solution here.
Oh, I like that. Thank you, Klinsky. The three musketeers of Eternia. I agree with AJ. I really like the Beastman, but the Merman is the best. Can't wait for him. Yeah. Omisco says, my issue with Merman Vintage Collection is the same as Beastman. It looks good, but a little too plain, and Mondo is releasing the 2000X version sometime soon. Yeah. Definitely the 2000X version is if you'd like to go that concept.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, $20, $25, or $125.
That's fair. That's a fair statement. Mike for the win.
Oh, is he switching over to his phone?
Yeah, should I add your phone, Jay? I guess so.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So
all right.
My phone is acting really funny and my laptop has just died. So don't know how much more time I have. So whatever you guys want to do.
It's Jay, if you need to part ways, I mean, we're probably going to, at the latest, 3 o'clock, give this 2 hours. But we have some more news to report. It's up to you, Jay.
All right, let's talk about the next bit and let's see how far we can get because.
Okay, let me just get quickly through. I'm all for the. Damien says, I am all for a toy origin Whiplash in this line. Also, Filmation multibot, please, Mattel.
A Filmation multibot, interesting.
He-Man 6952, hola. What else we got?
My dog's being a big baby right now.
Oh, good point. Mossman Sean says, I hope to continue the sketch series for a while. Me too. Well, Origins, there's no fear in that continuing. I don't know about sketchbook series. We'll have to see. But just generally, Mattel, let's see.
Well, we got to get Skeletor in sketchbook. I mean,
actually, I'm sorry. This bring never forget that Real Blast, Geldor, and that kind of figures don't sell that well. In fact, you can still find Origin ones because very few people look for them. Yeah, especially Geldor. Maybe even Demo Man.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't we already get Sketchbook series in Demo Man? Like, wouldn't that be who Sketchbook series is?
Traditionally, it could qualify, but it was a straight
not
Origin.
Necessarily, no. Demo Man is supposed to be separate.
It was I think in the vintage line.
Look. He was teased in the Fright Zone artwork. He's like in the.
Oh, you're not talking about the green one. You're talking about that older Mark Taylor art. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the original design. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
That might be D-Man, right? So versus Demo Man, as in Demon, D-Man. Um, Guys, real quick, while Jay's here, do we have anything big to talk about Motooniverse or
I
not?
might.
Okay, so because this comment actually, and I'm going to take it away, reminded me of it. So, go ahead.
What was the comment? I didn't even see.
Well, it was the one we just read. Never forget that Real Blast, Geldor, and that kind of figures don't sell well. In fact, you can still find Origins ones.
Oh, I'm like,
So
how does that have to do with
there's a hint.
Motooniverse?
There's a hint in
There's
there.
a hint in there.
Yes,
There's
there
a
is.
hint in there.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, who we thank you for sticking around for an hour 15 with us first off.
Yep.
And yeah, we had a little surprise announcement for Motooniverse today. We were able to finalize another guest. As you know, AJ alluded to, this is the creator of Geldor and I believe Lodar as well. Two really cool characters. He's also known for working on the X-Men. He was a producer director for X-Men the animated series. I believe he's even doing some like consulting on the X-Men 97 series today. So really excited to announce that and I'll share my screen here. You're gonna have to bring this up, AJ.
Will do. Are you ready?
I'm ready. We got Larry Houston coming to Motooniverse.
Excellent. This
So,
thing.
Larry worked on the mini comics.
Yeah, keep going. No, keep going.
I was gonna say, I mean, he worked on the mini comics. He, I've had the pleasure of meeting him many times at San Diego Comic Con. He goes to local cons here in San Diego, a con called Rocket Con. I'm actually hoping, I think he might be there next week, so I might be able to meet him ahead of time, and we can talk about Motooniverse, which will be really fun.
Fun fact about Larry as well. He actually cut his teeth at Filmation. So he actually, but he did not stick around. Strangely enough, he did not stick around for Masters of the Universe. He was there for like Brave Star, he was there for Black Star. He was there for Shazam. He was there for so many other productions, but he did not actually make it to Master Universe. But we're going to see if he will be joining our Filmation celebration at Motooniverse 2026, and possibly like we're already gearing up for quite a lot of Filmation connections in that, and we actually sat down last weekend with a wonderful storyboard artist from Filmation, Del Chale. I think I'm pronouncing that right, Mike? Is that how you pronounce it?
Vic Del Chale, yeah.
Vic Del Chale, that's right, Vic Del Chale. Sorry, I was going with his last name. And Vic is an incredible artist. He's also worked on Master Universe 2000X. So yeah, we have a lot of things going, very exciting things for animation, our animation celebrations for Master Universe. As a matter of fact, we were contacted this morning by another gentleman who that we'll have to talk about a little later as well, because that's very exciting news as well. So
yeah,
exciting news, guys.
Yeah,
can't wait to see him. I can't wait to talk about the controversy too. I brought that up in trivia once, where they were, what's the term? Whitewashing? That Geldor.
Oh, yes.
Even though he was modeled after Mr. T and he was the first African-American character in Motu, he has since been created white in classics and in Origins as a white figure. And he did it was a trivia.
Very skinned compared to what he's supposed to be.
And it's like, what happened? So
yeah, and the colorist actually, on the mini comic itself, he's actually quite pale skinned, which is odd, right? But
Yep.
I guess it is what it is.
That's what it is. That's great, guys. So excited. The guest roster is really filling out,
It's getting pretty exciting. Yeah, it's interesting how far we can go. All right, guys, my phone is literally about to die. So can we talk really quickly about the video game maybe? And then I might have to just bow out a little bit. So
Yeah. We have some comments here, but yeah, I guess we could go into the video game real quick. Jay is chomping at the bit to talk about the video game.
We'll get into the comics, you and I, AJ. No worries.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, sweet guitar riffs. That's a good one to talk about too. Did I pass? Oh, here we go. Physical. Let's do the physical release, and then we could just break into the trailer because we know. A physical release and upcoming pre-order was confirmed by Mattel for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Dragon Pearl of Destruction video game. We have received a lot of inquiries about a physical release for the upcoming He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Dragon Pearl of Destruction video game. While a digital release has been announced for April 28th for this exciting Filmation-inspired He-Man game developed by Bitmap Bureau and distributed by Limited Run Games, some fans are concerned they won't have something physical to put on their shelf. Well, be concerned no more. Mattel had announced a physical release in their press release way back in August of 2025 when the Dragon Pearl of Destruction video game was first announced. And I won't read the entire press release, but I'll read the last sentence where it says this all new original title is set to launch in 2026 with physical pre-orders and digital release also coming early 2026. We assume the physical release will feature the below artwork by artist Freddie Williams II. And now all we have to do is wait for the physical pre-order date to drop. So go ahead, Jay. Tell us how you feel.
So for anybody who actually collects limited run, this is no surprise. Limited run games literally means limited run. And the reason they actually have that moniker is because they were the first ones to pioneer video games in physical formats once again. They actually started off many of their special releases with like special edition Super NES cards, as well as special edition NES cards for games which were produced, in the 2010s, 2020s. So they've been well known for actually producing physical games, which is crazy because they had to print the boards, they had to actually create the cartridges again, which is really where a lot of their popularity stems from. Since then, they've done limited runs for Switch, for PlayStation, for so many other games. So this is definitely not a surprise. And I've been saying this, I think, ever since the trailer dropped. I fully expect, because they did a limited edition run for the Revenge of Shredder, that following suit with that, it would surprise me if they didn't actually offer so they usually have several editions. They have just a straight game itself with, depending on your platform, they'll release it in a certain number of those. They have a collector's edition, which is just it's probably going to be the game, the art book, the art of the video game or something like that. But then they have the ultimate editions, which include like the whole 9 yards, a whole bunch of goodies, a whole bunch of things. And with the Shredder's Revenge edition, if anybody actually, you can go back and watch Pixel Dan's review of this. The reason Pixel Dan wanted the exclusive edition was because it came with a limited edition Playmates a special release for Shredder in an actual its own unique packaging. So it would shock me if they didn't have like a first ones. Sorry, not the first one. A core edition, which you guys like to call first ones, figure included with this. That would totally shock me if they didn't do that. And I think that that would be huge for all of us toy fans. And really, yes, it's probably going to be anywhere between $150 to $300. But I think people would be very happy to pay that for a physical release plus the figure itself. So I know I'm going to get in line for that one. That one's going to be. I got to save up my pennies for that one. That one's going to be crazy.
I hope it's not $350, but
No, I said 200 to 300. Sorry, $150 to $300. We'll see. Right, it can get up that high. There have been releases, but you never know. So we'll see how.
It's like the price of the Switch itself.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Bitmap Bureau, who developed this game, also did T2 3D, and they came out with. Can I? Here we go. Let me share this. Have I shared it? Yeah, I am. Oh, it's on the other page. Sorry. Share this tab instead. So this was Bitmap Bureau, who developed the He-Man game, their latest collection. Let me try to expand this here. And it comes with a collector's box, full color manual book, reversible cover sleeve, 25 millimeter collectible metal arcade token, unknown future cloth poster, and the game itself.
Yeah.
So I'm
If you
hoping
look-
at least. Go ahead.
No. Finish your thought.
I'm just hoping at least we get something like this. I mean, it'd be nice if we get like some sort of pixelated figure as well. That would be really cool. Like I've seen those pixelated figures for Minecraft and stuff like that. But yeah, just hope we get something. But you know, nothing crazy. I definitely want something on my shelf though.
Yeah, I'm just excited to have this game released. But I definitely, like you, I want, at the very least, I want a physical release game. You know what I mean? Like, and I want to be able to, like, collect it. And I'm not going to collect every single version of it, because there's going to be way too many. But I definitely would like at least one version that I can play at home and also keep, because I'm very excited about that.
Yep. Yeah. I am very disappointed though that it looks like it's only going to be 2-player local co-op. You're going to have to be sitting on the couch with each other to play. We were all hoping for 4-player online co-op. Now maybe they'll do an update down the road, but there's no guarantee of that. So right now, at least as of press time, the only way you're going to be able to play with someone else if they're sitting in the room with you and you have another controller for them. And it makes me nuts. This day and age, right? It shouldn't be. But it is.
Yeah, I'm shocked at that too. And like yourself, AJ, Mike and I, at length, when we reacted to the last trailer, we are of the opinion. Well, Mike, why did you say it?
That it needs to be 4-player online. Otherwise, it's like, they're trying to revert back to when it was like in the 90s, having this look and having to have your friend over for a sleepover to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also mentioned that like AJ, they might do a downloadable patch or an upgrade.
Oh yes,
that you have to pay another $5 just to be able to play the 4
behind a paywall.
Yeah,
it almost sounds like an excuse though, right? Oh, it's just like the 80s. You had to sit and play your Atari 2600 with someone in the room with you. Like, we did this on purpose. We didn't do the extra coding.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because if you actually look at some of the walks that happen when all the characters come in, it looks like there's at least 5 characters there. You know what I mean? We know that She-Ra's been announced. We know that Tila is there. Same with Duncan. Same with He-Man. And we actually did see Mike pointed it out that Orko is actually floating in the background behind She-Ra.
Yeah, it looks like you could summon him, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's playable based on what's actually. I have Steam's information. Let me go to that. I think they said. I mean, maybe it's possible, but
well, do you have that? There's a shot where all of them are coming out from the left side, and you can see Orko's hat. Yeah, behind them.
Yeah, I did see that, and I'll go to that in a second here. I have the power. Take control of He-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Tila in a fast-paced magic brawler that blends the crunch of arcade classics, blah, 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 blah. And then later it says, play as He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Tila, and unlockable She-Ra as a playable character in future playthroughs. Each hero features a unique playstyle, from He-Man's raw power to Tila's agile staff combat. So this was from the press release, and then this is also posted on Steam. Yeah. So my guess is we won't be able to play as Orko, but Orko maybe could be
in the, because he does show up with Granamir when you do that thing. Oh.
Yeah, the Golden Axe style summon, right? So,
or you just, if you do up, down, down, left, right, BA start, then maybe you can play as them.
Yeah, like I'm hoping that they do some fun Easter eggs, and just like with Mortal Kombat, you got to do the blood code. Just like with
Right.
so many other codes. All of a sudden, oh, here's a code where you can play with 4 players, dude. That would be the ultimate gift at this stage, because right now, who knows? Maybe they're trolling us. Maybe they're doing something else. But for crying out loud, it's 2026. We need multiple players, guys. What the F is going on? Like, seriously. But yeah, but no matter what, I don't care. Come Motooniverse, we are gonna have a whole bunch of different screens ready to go.
Yeah, well,
We're gonna even like anybody from Limited Run Games. We've been trying our best. All of us have been trying our best to reach out to you. Nobody's answering our emails. Nobody's answering our freaking
I saw in the
DM.
comments, someone said they were talking with them. I'm like, hey, can you mention that Motooniverse is trying to reach these
Okay.
guys?
If
they're talking to you?
whoever that is, somebody find the comment, dude. Get in touch with us, please. Tell them that we're trying to get in touch with them, and we want to showcase. We want to showcase this at the convention. We want a whole arcade so that people can try this game out. It's going to be out by the time the convention happens, so they might as well just get as many people in a Master Universe convention excited about this as possible, right? And for myself, AJ, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm pretty sure we all want to learn about the artwork. We all want to learn about the like how the developers put this together. What was the motivation behind this, other than financial gain, right? Because this looks like a love letter to Filmation fans, and we really are chomping at the bit to find out more
Yeah,
about.
there you go, AJ.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. We'll also talk. Yeah, you missed the last meeting, Jay, but there's some hope. There's some hope.
I'm hoping so.
There's some hope.
And on that note, because there is hope, my battery is literally about to die. So I want to thank HE-MANIACS.com and of course the HE-MANIACS for this. This has been so much fun. But yeah, AJ, thank you for always hosting these amazing streams. And I'm over the moon and excited about this. Like everything that's been happening. Master Universe is just freaking killing it this year. It's going crazy. So
yeah.
All right, Jay.
Yeah.
It was good seeing you, buddy. I'm glad you made it in.
Yeah,
I am too, because honestly, like just I'm gonna go ahead and just put myself out there. I had a meeting this morning. It was called like last minute, and I'm on the road, as you can see. So like I had to drive there, and it went long. So thank you guys for all your patience and supporting HE-MANIACS, and of course HeMania.com, formerly for Eternia.com. AJ's working hard at this, guys, and it's a labor of love. He's you don't get rich off of doing this stuff. So guys, please subscribe to HeMania.com and of course all of the social medias. And
you lose money, but make sure you go visit Mega J Retro's YouTube channel. So he doesn't need any promotion. He's already a big timer, but
whatever, man.
but check out his channel anyway. And if you haven't, subscribe.
Yeah, and only because I'm signing off, guys. Please subscribe to Attorney Royalty on Instagram and of course all the social medias. The guy's doing great work. Guys, thank you for having me. And AJ, if you could, just kick me out, or take me off the screen.
Yep. See ya. Okay. All right. Before we get back to the chat where we were, guys, real quick, this is what Mike was talking about. That it looked like all these playable characters were coming out, and if you look behind He-Man's sword, there is Orko. And it gives the impression, the hope that maybe you could play as Orko, but at least according to what Steam is saying, per limited run games, Bitmap Bureau, it's only those 4 is playable, and She-Ra you have to play through first before you can unlock her. But they all apparently have different play styles.
Orko just gets summoned, so he's just there, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe a guide sometimes as well.
Right.
So, all right, let's see here.
Dive into those comments. We can get into comments about.
Where was I? Do you think it's true that collectors buy the main character variants more than the B-list characters? All right, Brian from Super 7 say that the Lino variants always sell well and help pay for others. Yeah,
it's very true.
Some only pick their favorites. They're a Merman fan, they're a Skeletor fan, He-Man fan, and other ones.
I'm actually one of those where it's like all these crazy lines. I can't collect all the lines, so I get He-Man and Skeletor only from all the different lines.
Yeah. And some people think, be honest with you, Motu gets a little crazy towards the end. Some people, I know Pixel Dan is a huge fan of Mosquito. Not everyone is a huge fan of Mosquito. Some
Very
people
true.
just outright say it's stupid looking, snout spout, dumb looking.
Someone said that Mosquito looked like a giant chicken or somewhere, or I read somewhere.
Yeah. So, and some people got out of the line and back in the 80s, they aged out of it, and
Right.
didn't finish through and don't have any experience with the rock people and so forth. We're the snake
Yeah.
men. And yeah, so it just happens. When it comes Masters Universe Classic, when it comes to vintage figures, are they still by far the best for you, or is there other releases that you like more than vintage original figures? Well, geez, our hearts are always attached to the vintage figures, but I do think when it comes to favorites, we did a Attorney of Four where we picked out like our favorite He-Man figure, and then Mike was the vintage He-Man,
Mhm.
but me, I went for the Mattel uh, Club Gray Skull He-Man. That
Mhm.
was
It's a
my
great figure
personal
too.
He-Man favorite. So I think when it comes to, I mean, we all, anyone who played with the vintage, you just love the vintage. Your heart melts every time I go to like a collectible store and I see one of them on the shelf. I just like stare at it, because it just brings up so
That's why I
much.
ended up switching to having my vintage on display
Mm,
is like, something
yeah,
about seeing this Skeletor and this He-Man and then the original 8 here, like just does something to me. I don't know what to say
yeah,
other than it's like those yeah, they tug at your heartstrings.
they do. They do. Something nostalgic about them, and it brings back a better time, really, for all of us. And so let's see. Damien says Bone Throne is awesome for any evil villain, not only Skeletor. Yeah, I know that Bone Throne from New Eternia, like because it's actually
I
filmation.
have
And
that. Let's see if I
you,
can get
you have it.
it's right here.
Nice. Actually, Damien, if you're a fan of filmation, it's the filmation Bone Throne. Look at that. Who do you have on it? Oh, see,
I have
you don't have the New Eternia skeleton, or
well, he's still in his box.
you have a
So I
custom
put
head. Go ahead.
a custom head from Hordak. This is what was really cool too. You can change the
The lights to green and blue, and
you gotta hold it down or what? There it goes.
and it flickers. No, you hold it down to turn it off. You should just be able to
Oh.
press it, the switch. So, did it not go? Uh-oh. Yours is not working.
Mine just wants to turn red only. It's weird.
Uh-oh. Something went wrong. See, I don't want to pull mine out, but
Oh, there it goes. I got it.
okay. Yeah. It's such a beautiful
Button.
Mike, I saw someone, you see the bottom of the base, how it's just a plain purple mold. Someone actually just painted that up and put some accent to it. Custom the actual purple part of the base, and it looked fantastic. It looked amazing.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
have
just
so this is what came with him, right? So I have him
Mhm.
still in the box. And then I just used the original Revelation Skeletor. And then I have this custom Hordak MX head that he does amazing work. Speaking of which, Motuniverse might be attending.
Oh, wow. There you go, a little peek. So I've put my Super 7 Club Gray Skull version 2 Ultimate Skeletor on there, the Filmation one, and because it's a Filmation Bone Throne, and it looks great. But then I also put like cartoon classics on there, and then I put my Ultimate Skeletor Vintage version. They all look good on it. It's a great looking Bone Throne. I was so excited that Masterverse did that.
Yeah. I ended up selling my Super 7 Snake Mountain because I just didn't have space for that thing. And the
Wow.
Bone Throne in that was awesome also. And I was kind of bummed. Like, I'm like, well, and then I have my friend Kenny who's like, oh, I can 3D print something for you. And so I was looking at that route. And then when it was literally like crazy how it turned out because that came out not too long after he mentioned that he would do that. And I was like, well, now I got that, so I'm good.
So affordable. The fur, right? The fur base.
Yeah,
Just,
so
yeah,
cool.
that's so cool. And like I said, if you, it just takes a little artistic talent, and you can just really spruce that thing up.
Yeah.
Toy Hunter says, "Hey, from Germany's best Motu channel, Toy Hunter in Batmobile. Good to see you." Masterverse New Eternia was awesome the last couple of years, which is why it sucked finding out Chronicles were not size compatible until Scareglow showed. We need Snake Men, extend our rock people. I agree. You know, King Hiss was teased ever since the Snout Spout packaging, which was a few years ago. I think King Hiss was 2024?
2023, I think.
2023, yeah. And it was in the diorama. And that and who's the gal? Lady Sliver was in the diorama
Yes.
art. House of Shakoti, couldn't agree more. AJ, New Eternia was killing it. So many good figures. I hope it keeps going. Me too. And Mattel Creations, this was 4. I really looking forward to King Hiss and praying for a New Eternia Grayskull. Yes, yes.
That would be crazy.
It's going to be the only major action figure line without a Castle Grayskull. I agree with you. That's a big wish of mine, and I would love it in that Mark Taylor style. Not the dumb Origins one, which is just a repaint, but the actual re-sculpting. Shout out Dragstore, such an underrated gem. Masterverse, yes, it's so good. Okay, what else we got? Just pre-ordered Scareglow over the whole shebang for June release date.
Oh, there's already places where you can pre-order them, huh?
Yeah, the whole shebang even, always gets them up early, you know. Even though that'll be interesting. That's an interesting statement because it's a Walmart exclusive in the US and we have no idea what is happening internationally. So that's an interesting statement there. Do they know? Maybe it's something to follow up on. I'll have to talk to Michael about that. Yeah. Hey Jay, sorry. Looking forward to your chat with Mr. Allen in the World of Toys. Really? I did not realize that Jay is doing a chat with him. That's very interesting. Jay doesn't tell us anything, Mike, unless you knew.
Oh no, he told me. Yeah,
he told you.
Mm-hmm.
Master Universe Classic guys, you probably saw my comments about the conversation with the game developers the day before announced release date. This is why I'm saying you guys should contact about Filmation Vinyl. Yes, keep pushing that Filmation Vinyl. I promise I will try. Look, Masters Universe Classic. I tried pushing a little behind the scenes a year before She-Ra turned 40. And when She-Ra turned 40, it was because of the movie, not the show, not because of the toys. It was the Secret of the Sword, the animated movie, which turned 40 last March. That was She-Ra's first appearance before toys were on the shelves or anything like that. I tried pushing with Mattel to do a 40th anniversary screening, and I tried pushing with DreamWorks as well. Couldn't make it happen. I was hoping that we could have at least maybe one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast of the US. I mean, internationally would have been great, but couldn't make that happen. So I could definitely push for a Filmation Vinyl, but I could try, but we don't have as much power as we wish we did. So Emerald Knight Photos! Hey, it's John. What's up, dudes? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, La La Land Records did a 2015 CD. There's also a CD in the 30th anniversary collection, the collector set that has a Castle Grayskull front to it. I have 2 of those.
You want to send one my way? I never got that.
Thank you, Warren. The 3 Musketeers of Eternia. Let's stick to that one. Appreciate that. Emerald Knight Photos. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Mondo 6-scale Triclops finally. Yeah. Sick. John is a big Triclops fan, so I figured he'd be chasing after that one. I figured I was imagining they were going to release the official photos today because it's a Thursday during this, and I was like, oh, great. But I don't know if that's happened. Any word on the new Chronicles Scareglow will be released? Yes, it's supposed to be released in April 25th. I have a feeling it's going to show up before that in certain retailers. You're always going to see pictures and cards, but that's per Mattel. It's coming out. It'll hit shelves on April 25th with the movie figures. So I heard that directly from Mattel. So you can take that to the bank, but I have a feeling it'll show up some stores earlier. Haven't seen anything of Clamp Champ for a while. Yeah, that's true. We got a great Revelation Masterverse figure, Clamp Champ. That one was really good. And his face looked like it was modeled after the actor who played
It's actually funny. I got
you've seen Brave New World, right, Mike?
Yes.
Who's the first Captain America? He was like an African American gentleman.
Anthony.
No. The first one. He was the first super soldier.
Oh, I don't know the actor's name, but I know who you're talking about.
His face looks like it was molded after him. If you ever
Adidas not too long ago. Talk about the last. This is the last thing they've done with Clamp Champ.
That's true. I forgot about the crossover. Mike for the win. Jay, you had a great video on the game too. I watched it and checked.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Click like. Yep. I could do Jay during those videos. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Holy crap!
Holy crap! I can substitute for him whenever he needs it. Bossman Shin, so many great guests. It may take 3 days to see everything and everyone at Motooniverse. That's right. That's
We're
right.
Squeezing it all into 2 though, so action-packed weekend.
So many legends: Rudy Obrero, Alan Oppenheimer, Lindy Britt. Oh my goodness. Masters Universe Classic, they announced a physical release when they first announced the game. Yep. Let me see. Let me jump ahead here. We have Manny saying, hey guys, look forward to meeting you at Motooniverse. Looking forward to
I believe Manny's going to be volunteering, so thank you, Manny. Appreciate that.
Oh, awesome. Max Games Toys, excellent live stream. I subscribed and left you a like. See you soon. Okay, good seeing you. Thank you very much. What do we have here? I watched a new Beavis and Butthead episode the other day called The Mission, and Beavis did By the Power of Grayskull. It was hilarious.
Oh, no way. I'll have to find that. Post it up on Instagram.
Skull Princess hopes the Masters of the Universe movie is a success, or just declaring it. It's going to cause an explosion of sword and magic movies to watch. Oh, I love that. I would love that, because sword and sorcery had a heyday in the 80s and then it went away and never came back. It never came back. It was interesting. Even if you watch, we're doing 130 episodes in 130 days of filmation. And even between season 1 and season 2, you could see sort of a slight shift between sorcery and then technology. It feels like even that show was sort of accommodating the times. And but I would love a return to sword and sorcery. Did you contact them on their official website?
Yes. Yeah. I think he's talking about limited run games. Yes, we've tried to contact limited run games with people by their just generic, account and everything. So we're making headway. We'll see what happens. We're still a couple months out, so we have time.
But if you guys have a way in, like if you're already corresponding with them, please bring it up.
Might as well mention it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like just DM. Why don't you give Mike, Attorney Royalty, a message on Instagram, and then maybe you guys can hook them up together. That'd be great. Speaking of sword and magic movies, A Knight's War B movie was surprisingly cool. Oh, that was with who's the Joker guy, the actor? Not Hayden Christensen. The guy who died. Did you play Joker? Ledger? Yeah, Heath Ledger. He was in
A Knight's War. No, that's a Knight's Tale.
Like, damn! Then I don't know.
I've never seen A Knight's War.
Yeah,
A Knight's Tale is a good movie though too.
It was the jousting, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I forget the actress's name, but she was in 40 Days and 40 Nights with Josh Hartnett. I always she was like my crush back in the day.
And you don't know her name?
No, I don't. I should.
Shame on you. That's like, when the wives say, what color are my eyes? And the husbands don't know. Okay. Studio Grayskull customized the Bone Throne. That's cool. Studio Grayskull. Okay. All credit to Studio Grayskull. It was great. Like they did vines and it was just wonderful. We got Captain Claw. Hey, AJ and Mike, late to the chat. Hi from the UK. Hi, Captain
Across
Claw.
the sea.
You missed some good stuff, but of course, this will be able to replay on YouTube and also on the podcast network. We'll have to see. We might have had some audio issues in the beginning. We'll see if we get that up on the podcast network as well. Let's see. Captain Claw says, I just need one more sticker to complete my 1983 Motu Panini sticker album. Wow.
Which one do you need? Because I might have some loose.
Woo! DM Mike.
Yeah.
Turn your royalty at Instagram.
I mean, I only have like a handful, but I have some. So it's just a matter of which one. And I would have to go check too, because I don't really remember which ones I have.
Those collections are pricey too. Haha, AJ, the impression is, haha, can you do Borat? Very nice. No, I can't do him. Very nice. I have to listen to him, right?
Very nice.
Very nice.
King of the castle, king of the castle.
Yeah, there you go. Mike's got it. He's going to do that at Motuniverse. Just another reason why to come. All right, that's done with the chats here. Oh, we only have a few minutes left. Is there any other news we wanted to mention? Oh, maybe something movie related. So let's.
Well, yeah, let's talk about what is it? Scary Movie 6 just moved their release date. Did you just kick yourself off? Am I now?
You, Mikey. Guys, I would like to say
the Mikey Show.
I would like to say that's a technical difficulty. No, that was just AJ being an idiot. So usual. All right, let me share the screen here. Is it okay if we go a little past the hour, Mike?
Yeah, I got time.
Okay. So let me share screen. Okay. Let's get it up. There we go. Let's talk, because we didn't talk any movie. We talked figures. Oh, yeah, there's that snake lair.
Oh, we could briefly touch on that if you want. It looks like, I think the funny thing with that is, why would Mattel show the old design? And I get they wanted to get, it's like, hey, let's get the fans hyped on a design that they voted against. Like, that doesn't make any sense to show that,
Yeah, so like it said in the article, and I won't do it verbatim here, but in 2023, what was that called? Attorney's Choice. For anyone who doesn't know, they allowed fans to go ahead and pick their next. Oh, this is what we were talking about, right?
Yes,
Attack Track.
exactly. Yeah. Everyone voted Attack Track and Fright Zone. I can guarantee. I mean, we're in the community. I have my ear to the ground. I believe Toy Habits even did their own poll, and it was overwhelmingly Attack Track and Fright Zone. So the fact that Snake Lair came out of left field to win this thing is I think it's a conspiracy.
So everyone voted for this Snake Lair, and reportedly. And the thing about the Snake Lair, if you guys look at it, it's like can you see that?
It's a clamshell. It's
it's like Castle Grayskull. Yeah, it opens and closes, and you have the handle, and it really suits well. If you're getting Snake Mountain, if you have a Castle Grayskull, here's the Snake Lair. It folds in half, just like the other two castles. You have the handle, and it's a very vintage feel, And so, considering this was the winner, people were excited regardless, quote unquote winner of the design. But then in 2024, this is what they showed off. You voted for it, you got it. And people were like, what?
Oh my god.
This matched the concept art we voted for, and even though there were some interesting things in here, I think overwhelmingly the fans were like, no.
Yeah, that looks like a freaking play school toy set for kids.
Yeah. I have to agree with that. So fans were obviously confused and upset. So Mattel recognized that. So after a customer survey, they canceled the crowdfunding campaign on August 12th, 2024. Then in late July 2025, fans were presented with this late Snake Lair 2.0, this retooling. And this one looked more like the concept art. You know, it looked a little more darker brown, at least in these images, but at least it looked like the folding castle with the
Right.
handle. Yeah. And I think pretty much people were pleased with that. Now it was totally funded, but it didn't reach all of its stretch goals, which oh, but you know what? People were frustrated with the price, that $300 price tag.
Yeah.
That they couldn't believe. Yeah, that thing they were like, "This is crazy."
Right.
And then fast forward to what Michael was talking about. So they came out a couple days ago. Mattel had posted, "Hey, Masters of the Universe Snake Lair backers. Thanks to you, our team is hard to work on finishing details that will bring the Snake Lair playset of your dreams to life. We'll have more updates to share down the line, but we want to start by sharing an early concept drawing for the updated Snake Lair playset design. We hope this behind the scenes look gets you hyped for more to come." What in the world?
Well, that's not the yeah, exactly. That is not the updated.
No, and considering how fans reacted to the first version, this is supposed to get us excited. Fans rejected the first
Yes,
version
exactly.
as a whole, and I am going to caveat that there were people that did appreciate this older design. There were fans that collect Origins that says, "Oh, I really like this new
Oh,
interpretation."
yeah. There was definitely fans out there that are like, "We need this. We want this."
Yes, but the majority obviously were not happy with it. Mattel took the poll, realized that, and that's why they canceled it, because they went into a lot of work at designing it
Yeah.
and t- and and tooling it, and so this one. But so why in the world would Mattel bring that up? I mean, regardless of getting their grammar wrong or the actual statement wrong, but this is definitely not, shouldn't be concept art for the updated design. It was concept
Correct.
art for the original rejected design. And so then people started getting confused on Reddit, on Mattel Creations itself. And so we just posted an article on HE-MANIACS.com saying, "We strongly presume backers will receive the actual Snake Lair version 2.0 playset depicted in the actual crowdfund. But after this playset's long, crazy history, we honestly wouldn't be surprised either way."
I mean, they showed up to I physically saw it in front of me, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah, at
was at San
San
Diego
Diego?
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
From me to this computer right here, you know, I'm touching part of it and stuff. You know, it's a great looking playset in person. You fall in love with it, I'm telling you. You
Yeah.
know, for the $300 price point is a little steep, but I get it. You know, this is gonna have like metal chains. It's gonna be um, the look of it is small, but it's got elevated aspects of it that kind of justify the higher price point.
Yeah. Yeah. So it got a little crazy, and it's just so typical of the Snake Lair, right? I'd be honest with you, I don't want to alert anyone or I don't want to scare anyone, but I just have this fear that half of them show up damaged. Because wouldn't that just be the track record of the Snake Lair? I mean, it's been a nightmare to some degree
Yeah.
from the beginning, from the vote, right? And we knew, like you said, we knew the votes. People could vote multiple times.
I mean, I made an Instagram reel about it where I showed the 1 verse 2, and I used, like, Will Ferrell quotes. It was great, and it's like, "This is crap, it's bullshit, but I'm too nice to say anything." And then the new one, he's, like, in the car dancing to it. "I
Yeah.
love it, I don't care, I
But
love it."
some people liked it. You know who liked it? Told me Ted Piacelli actually liked the old the modified design, the bigger one that looked like
Yeah.
a Eternia. That was huge.
I
So
mean, I did like, you know, they had some cool ideas with that. What was it? The Rattler
oh
comic
yeah,
where
yeah,
it
yeah,
came
yeah,
from.
yeah, yeah.
It was seen in like a Motu magazine and, you know, so that was
Mm-hmm.
really cool that they pulled that kind of concept out. I thought that would have been a great addition to just keep that as a, um, what is it called? A tier, like, you know, get that included if we raise so much.
Right, right. Yeah, no. That I think a lot of people would agree with that. Wish, yeah, wish that happened. Knights War 2026 movie, Amazon
Oh,
Prime.
it just came out? Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Number 212, Mike. Captain
All right,
Clawful.
let me actually, I'll make a note of that because next time I'm in my storage unit, I can check for Captain Clawful. Let me make a note for you, Captain Clawful.
Captain Clawful
Captain
5707.
Clawful. Captain Clawful, if you are on Instagram, message me, Turning Royalty on Instagram. Message me as well, and then I'll have you. I can respond to that.
Mm.
Number 212.
And Mike is going to Motoniverse dressed as Borat.
Yeah, you don't want to
With
see
the
that.
mankini! With the mankini!
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Oh, and you got another note about your homework, Mike. So,
Oh, geez.
yeah, just in case.
Yeah, let me watch. I'm gonna watch A Knight's War before that. Just out of Masters
that would that would be so wrong. Guess what I just watched, guys, on the next HE-MANIACs. Let's see. All right, so let's get back finally into some movie news real quick, and we can wrap it up. So let's get out of this snake lair and go into here we go. Competition incoming. Scary Movie 6 bumps up the release date to June 5th against Masters of the Universe. He-Man just got some new competition. While the new Masters of the Universe movie releasing worldwide on June 5th was going to have some competition in cinemas that same opening weekend already, specifically Power Ballad, starring actor Paul Rudd as a past his prime wedding singer, it looked like Masters of the Universe movie was pretty much going to debut that weekend without any real competition to threaten them. That is until now. Reportedly, following a very enthusiastic reaction to the new trailer, the release date for Scary Movie 6 has just been bumped up from June 12th to June 5th, the same weekend as Masters of the Universe. Promising to provide a nostalgic trip themselves with an assortment of returning actors from previous installments of the horror parody franchise, Scary Movie 6 may end up claiming a sizable chunk of the box office that weekend, taking it away from He-Man, depending how it catches on with audiences. Here's the trailer. We'll just have to see what happens. So, what do you think about that, Mikey?
So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Okay. And I will cite the Barbie movie for this exact reason. Do we all remember Barbenheimer or Barbenheimer or whatever the hell? It was Oppenheimer and Barbie, and they combined them because they both released on the same day, and they both did what, $1 billion plus. So I don't have any concern that, you know, we'll get Scaresters of the Universe, where it's going to be a double feature of Scary Movie and Masters of the Universe. You know, I'm actually looking forward. Yeah, I want to watch. I'll probably watch both on the same day. Masters of the Universe. I'm going to be in that theater. They're going to probably know me by name after those 3 days. I'll be there so much watching that movie. I've already requested the time off of work. But yeah, of course, I'm gonna jump into watch Scary Movie 6. Probably one of those times too, because it's a funny franchise. Did you
see the trailer of this one?
Yes, it looks good. You know, it's nice to see the Wayans brothers back and you know, involved more so than, you know, 1 and 2 are classics. I love Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2. Once they got into 3 through 5, it was you know, that's when they started making all these stupid parody movies. Was it Epic Movie? And there were so many parody movies in the late 2000s that were just, they were terrible.
I remember I'm looking for comments because I think someone was a fan. They were funny, but they gradually, this is from Gator Rob on HeMania.com. They were funny, but they gradually became less edgy as time went on, and they were running out of material to make fun of. I
Right.
think that's why Anna Faris left early, but now she's back, just like Jamie Lee Curtis, making fun of Laurie Strode. So, that yeah, so Halloween, that's a good example, actually. The Halloween franchise, Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, people started leaving, the franchise started getting tired. But then when there was that little break, and then when she came back and did that new Halloween movie where she's in that house and, she's like Sarah Connor, right?
Right.
And she's all ready to kick ass and take him
She's the
down.
grandma now.
Yeah, and in a way, and Anna Faris plays that role here to a T. And I think it's been a long time, and there's enough nostalgia that, to be honest with you, I'm concerned because Oppenheimer, that was a little different. I don't think typically those audiences as a whole line cross over with Barbie, right? There's a lot of people, girls,
They're very,
women,
very
going to
different.
Barbie, yeah, not going
Yeah,
to Oppenheimer, and a lot of people going to Oppenheimer, and what was that, 3 hours long, sitting through that, aren't going
it's
to
a good
Barbie.
movie.
But it's a great movie. You know what? Actually, I like them both. I thought Barbie was a little too long, but I loved Oppenheimer. But the scary movie, it's kind of you're pulling more of that younger audience, the 20 somethings, so I'm a little concerned about that. It's the first scary movie made almost 300 million, and that was back in 2000. So you got to do inflation. That's a successful movie in the year 2000. So that was big, and then I think every scary movie did a little less and a little less, and petered out. So I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I should be more like you, Mike.
I
Which I
honestly think it helps because people are gonna, let's say you don't go to the movies very often, and then all of a sudden you're a scary movie fan, and this comes out, and you go to the theater, and there's this cardboard Sandy Masters Universe, and you're like, "Oh, crap, like, there's a Masters Universe movie?" And it just brings more awareness.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I hope so too. I mean, I just gotta stay positive, alright?
No, look,
And regardless, either way, I'm
I
gonna go see Masters Universe, so that's all I care about.
I did see some people comment like, "I'm going to see both," opening weekend.
Yeah,
So some people are
100%.
really excited about it, and you're going to get a lot of your nostalgia juices. A lot of people that weekend. Either,
What I'm more concerned is
yeah,
it's like the weeks before and after. So the week before is Mandalorian, or no, maybe it's 2 weeks before. Maybe it's the week of Motuniverse. Is
it's in
Mandalorian and
May.
Grogu.
Yeah,
Then the following week is Toy Story 5. Then the following week is Spider-Man No Way Home. It's like all
really?
these big hits are coming out so close that it's gonna,
I thought Toy Story 5 was after, but maybe I'm wrong.
it is after.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said, it's a week after the release of, so Masters Universe is out for a week, and then all of a sudden,
Oh,
boom,
okay.
Toy Story 5.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I feel less threatened about Toy Story 5 because that's a different crowd to some degree.
True. I mean, it's still
Um,
families. I feel like
yeah,
family, maybe the kids will be a little bit older for Masters Universe as opposed to Toy Story, but it's still, there's that family element, I think, that is gonna be there.
but do you see no, not Skeletor, forget about Goatman. Looks like freaking Satan incarnate. So I don't know if young
Scare
kids
the kids. Well, I
yeah,
mean, I watched Predator as a freaking 7-year or 8-year-old, so
and look how damaged you are. But I have to admit I'm damaged too. So no, I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's a good thing. And maybe I'm just being a worrywart. I don't know. Let's see if anyone mentions it. People have petered out now. That's napping time. That's a good idea. Great. Let's go,
nice,
kid.
nice.
Calling Skeletor now.
Because I'm not watching the freaking show.
Turnios. Hey guys, good to see Turnios here. Go follow them on Facebook. And I think Mike, do you have Raid Secret of the Sword? I was surprised how many Motu fans didn't like the Christmas special that much. Jay wasn't keen on it, I don't think. I loved it, laugh out loud. We will answer that in a second. We have one comment here. I feel like that a lot of the girlfriends' wives going to Barbie while the fellas went to Oppenheimer. Yeah, I agree, House of Chakotay. I agree. I think there were, yeah, in Scary Movie, I think that the audience is a little more the same. So I'm interested in seeing the new Scary Movie reboot. So we'll see. We'll see what
I mean,
happens.
theaters were doing double features of Barbie and Oppenheimer, which was so random, right? Very different, but they were doing double features of that.
Hmm.
So this even makes more sense to do as a double feature.
Right. All right, should we wrap it up on this, Mike? Masters Universe Classic again says, AJ and Mike, how do you rate Secret of the Sword? I was surprised how many Motu fans didn't like the Christmas special that much. Jay wasn't keen on it. I don't think. I loved it. Laugh out loud. So how
You
would
want me to
you?
start? I'll
Yeah,
start.
go ahead.
So
Rate them both, I
Christmas
guess.
Christmas special, I love. I watch it every Christmas. I just watched it this past Christmas. Um, it's campy and cheesy. That's what every Christmas cartoon special is. It's
I am not
cheesy.
nice.
Yeah, it's cheesy and campy, and I love it. Secret of the Sword, probably my favorite of all the Filmation, all the cartoons. If I'm being honest, it's just really cool to see the origin of Shira and how the world building that they did in that thing, as well as that it was a theatrical release. Um, yeah, unfortunately, I never got to see it. I got it the VHS, but I never saw it in the theaters. Sadly, the '87 movie I went and saw, and oh,
Uh,
yeah,
I saw Secret of the Sword in the theaters. For me, I'll say that Secret of the Sword and the Christmas special are two different animals.
definitely.
And yeah, and I think say someone's coming in that's not a fan of Masters of the Universe. I think you show them the Christmas special and they'll think it's stupid.
Hmm.
Now it warms our hearts because we love the characters, we love the nostalgia, right? Do I like the Christmas special? Yes. Do I think necessarily it's a fantastic Christmas special? No. But I still love it just the same. Is it a hallmark in storytelling and from conception to direction? No, 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 no. As I'm going through these 130 episodes of Filmation, I can tell which ones I love them all, but I can tell which ones are well done, which ones are not well done, right? But you still wouldn't get rid of any of them. I think Secret of the Sword is a much better execution than the Christmas. I saw that in the theater. I got the actual comic book when I was a kid. My mom
Nice.
actually left me as a kid. She actually left me. She
Okay,
didn't want to
bye.
watch. She didn't want to watch that cartoon. She said she found out how long it was. She dropped me off, make sure I was seated, and then came back and picked me up. I had to wait a few minutes. So I'm like, is she coming back? But yeah. So like I said, I think they're two different animals, but even if I watch Secret of the Sword and I like watching also the episodes, do I think it's the best Filmation She-Ra or He-Man has offered? No. So I think there's different episodes for that. And my wife, she just suddenly started agreeing to watch some Filmation episodes. And we'll be watching it together. She already just watched Diamond Ray of Disappearance, and I think the next one we're going to watch. She really likes Tila and Queen Marlena, so I think we're going to do Rainbow Warrior, of course, because that's going to show the history, and then
Right.
Tila's
Tila's
Quest.
Quest, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of rough episodes. I'm not going to show her, because I'm just going to show her some good ones and some key ones that are. So I think some of it just comes out of love and that Christmas story. I can honestly step away from it and say it's probably not the best thing ever made, but I still have love for it regardless. So, but would can I walk up to someone and say, you need to see this Christmas special? This is fantastic. That's never seen Motu. They'll turn
Yeah.
it off in 10 minutes and say, what kind of piece of crap is this? Where I could show someone Evil Seed and say, whoa, this is pretty well done, so yeah, that's my thoughts. All right, I think wow, everyone's left us, Mike. Not even a single new comment to talk about. So
All right.
yeah, I
We're all
think they
caught
were
up.
done at 2 hours too. All right, Mikey. Everyone visit, follow Mikey at Attorney and Royalty on Instagram. That's his bread and butter. Did you finally get over, what was it? 7,000, 8,000?
8,000. Yeah. Giveaway coming soon. I'm still deciding what I want to give away.
Oh, you finally got over that hump. You needed it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I did.
So now it's time to push him to 9,000, guys. So
Mhm.
please be sure to do that.
My goal is to be hopefully at 10K by the end of the year, but we'll see. 2K in a year is tough. I'll
With
tell you, it
Instagram?
was summer of 2024 when I hit 7. So here we are, what, spring of 2026 or
Yeah.
winter, and I got 1,000 after a year and a half, basically.
The algorithm is really tough on Instagram. They changed it. In the heyday, yeah, you used to be able to get like 1,000, no problem, you know, really quickly, then the next 1,000, then the next 1,000. But something happened with the
I'm hoping
algorithm.
that the movie will grow interest in just the line, and people will follow along to see
Yeah.
cool stuff from my collection and such.
Yeah.
I might start reposting some of, I mean, this October will be 10 years of me on Instagram. And I have pictures from my collection that I first showed off, in 2016. So maybe I'll go through and post pictures from the 2016 10-year anniversary run or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's a 5-year anniversary for HE-MANIACS. So
Nice.
yeah, or for Eternia.com as it
Right.
first started out. So, but I don't know. There's so much going on. I'm not even paying attention to a freaking anniversary.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, if this was a non-movie year, maybe I'd get into it. Where there's one piece of news per week. But no, there's a lot
All
going
right.
on.
I'm sure we're gonna get off this live stream, open up Instagram, and there's something new to write
Uh,
about.
And I work really hard. If you can tell, as I read these articles, I try to craft them really. I love writing, and I try to
Yeah.
craft them. No AI, guys. Not a single bit of AI in my graphics or writing. And but it takes time to sit there and write an opening, an introduction, a conclusion, something funny. So yeah, it's killer sometimes when it's news story after news story. And Thursday's been rough for like
Yeah,
over a
Thursday
month
was
now. I
big
think
news
a month
stories.
and a half. Yeah, it's the big day apparently. So. All right. Captain Clawful says we definitely need an evil seed for Origins. Oh, I would love that. Instant purchase for me.
Right.
And then House of Shakoti, great show. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Shane.
you. Thank
Yeah. See you at Motooniverse.
Captain Clawful, House of Shakoti, Masters Universe Classic. AJ, you won't be making any movie review videos? I love doing that. I love doing reviews, with my blue
You should do
background.
one for your new Skeletor, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Manny. You have a fantastic day too.
Oh, thanks, Manny.
Yeah, it's been really hard, especially with the movie and everything that has ramped up. It's really hard to spend so much time on craft. That's why this live show is easier because it doesn't really take much pre-production and post-production, but maybe I'm going to return to figure reviews if things start slowing down, but this year I can't. We got the movie, we got all these books, we got all these comics, we got Motooniverse, we got these new action figure lines. It's already so much. It's already so much, Plus, something you got to work on the website, and you have updates, and then you have problems. I noticed someone mentioned today about some notification they're trying to click on. If you're on the forums and you like a particular thread, you can click the notification bell, and it'll send you an email. Anytime this thread gets updated, and someone said they were having a problem with it, so I got to look at that. Sorry. Long story short, Antonio's, I hope to one day. That was fun. All right. That's it, guys. We want to thank you all for watching, and you want to wave, Mikey?
I was gonna say, are we gonna do Jay's real quick? Good journey, everybody.
Oh, good journey.
Geek proud.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! And we're waving.
And we're waving.
Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you.